Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I am on my way to go pick up one of our old vans. So I've got an older van that's been sitting around and it's really hasn't done many kilometers at all. And it's a Citroen Berlingo M59 2009 or 2010, and it's got 60,000 k on it. So it's like a 15-year-old van. And I've decided to put a blue slip on it. Now, funnily enough, the van itself, I'd be lucky to get 5 to 8 grand for it, so I've decided to keep it. And now we need another van. I've decided to put it back on the road. But the most expensive thing to get it back on the road is the insurance. So $1,500 for third-party property damage, which is crazy. And then you've got your $800 green slip, which is expensive. Then you've got your $500-600 rego through the Service New South Wales, and then you got to do the service and check everything else and make sure the car's running and all the rest. So that's going to be close to 3 grand to get this thing back on the road. But on saying that, it's a lot cheaper than buying another vehicle. So it's still got some life in it. It's going to be a good little run around, and that's what I'm doing today. So I'm just going down to my mechanics to pick it up from its blue slip, because as everybody knows, if it hasn't been registered, you need to do a blue slip, which is very much like a pink slip, but it's a more in-depth inspection. So that's what I'm doing now. Then I'm going to go up to the RTA and give them some of the hard-earned cash and say, here, put rego on it, so it's all legal and ready to go. And then I'll show you around the van and see what we've got, and hopefully explain to you why I'm going to be using it. And it pretty much comes down to van, shelving, sign writing. All these things are expensive. Easily do 30-40 grand to do that to another vehicle. So although it's old, it's still working, and it's just like one of our key machines. Those things can last forever if they're looked after. Alright, back from the mechanic, we have ourselves a blue slip. Just to make this process even harder, I needed to remove the plates, right? Need to remove the plates, take them to the RTA, so then they can issue me some other plates I have to pay for. Meanwhile, they're going to crush these, then I have to reorder my plates to put back on the car, because I just can't simply use the same plates. How ridiculous. More money, more time wasted. Thanks, Service New South Wales. Thank you. So that's what I've got to do now. Go put some dodgy ass plates on the car so that I can reorder my plates and get the exact same thing that was originally on there. And that's all part of the process. But at least we've got the blue slip, getting closer. Okay, so I went to my mechanic, 20-minute drive, picked up my blue slip, went to the RTA, waited half an hour, they finally saw me, and then they said, your pink slip is not on our system. So I've had to go back to the office, get a printout of the pink slip that I paid for a month ago, and now I have to drive back to the RTA, wait another half an hour. So to the RTA half an hour, wait there half an hour, 1 hour gone, back to the office half an hour, back to the RTA, another half an hour. So what are we up to, 2 hours? And then back, so maybe three and a half hours at least this process has taken. And they don't have my green slip on file because it's unregistered. So it would have been nice if somebody had told me this, but they didn't. Most of the time you can look it up online, put in your billing number, and you can see whether or not you've got your pink slip and your green slip in order. But for this one, they can't do that. And not even the RTA can see the green slip. So more fun. Look at these big houses. Everyone wants a big boxy square house. Anyway, back to the RTA, or Service New South Wales we go, and I'm going to have to reline up and sit there for another half an hour just for them to have a look over the paperwork. Oh, and the number plates, I'm correct. They need to destroy the old number plates so they can issue me and sell me new number plates at my expense, and then I have to reorder my existing number plates, and they have to be posted out, and then I have to post back the crappy number plates they give me to get my number plates on my car. When I have the plates right here with me, but of course I can't use them. Another dash for cash, or another cash grab from Service New South Wales on my plates, just to get that little bit more cash off you. Because if it's not cash they want your time. So a whole heap of, oh, I can't do too hard is going on today. And had I known, I would have taken a packed lunch, maybe a podcast or a good book, because this sort of stuff just gives me the shits. And the guy from Allianz that I asked questions about, I had to call them up and say, how come they don't have it? Basically, every question I asked, all I wanted was yes or no, and I got a riddle. I got a riddle with every question, and geez, that gives me the shits. So if I take this into the RTA and give him this piece of paper, will that suffice? Well, yes. No, he didn't say that. He says, you can do that and you take the receipt in. I can email you the receipt now. And basically, couldn't get a yes or no. And on top of that, silly VoIP phone that's cutting in and out. So, yep, oh, painful. This is my painful day. Okay, just leaving Service New South Wales, or RTA if you're older. Alright, so it cost me $820, new plates, registration for 11 months, because I purchased my green slip a month ago, so I've lost a month, because that and the rego ends when the green slip ends. So yeah, 11 months, and let's add up the total. $1,500 for third-party property damage, not full comp, just property damage. That's insurance in case the car hits anything. And if it hits anything, whether it's your fault or not, they'll cover that much. So the blue slip didn't cost me much, cost me $100 at the mechanic. And then we had the RTA 830, and then we had the pink slip, which was closer to, I think, about $900. So if my maths is correct, which it might or might not be, I think we're about $3,000. $3,000 to register maybe a car that's worth only $5,000 for 11 months. Okay, now when I re-register it again, I'm going to be up for $1,500 again, and then I'm going to be up for probably another $600, and the green slip again. So yeah, factor in $3,000 for this van each year, well, less, 2.5, let's say, next year. And that's including third-party property damage, so that if the driver hits anything, you're not going to lose your house or be sued for massive amounts of damage. Yeah, a lot more money than I was expecting, but unfortunately, what can you do about it? And at the end of the day, it would have been $33,000 to buy a new car with Rego drive away, an LDV. So $33,000 against this, you know, is it worth spending that extra $30,000? I mean, you will get some discount as being a newer car and safe and all, but you'd still be up for the same, you know, at least $2,000 rego each year. You know, so running a business is not cheap, and all these extra fees and all the rest, like $3,000 you know, you're kind of talking $70 a week just in registration costs. A lot of people don't understand this when you know, when they're thinking about how much they get paid and stuff, and how much it costs to run a business, but it really does add up. You know, that's $140, that's $280 a month. So if you compare that, that's, you know, that's like rent on a little garage or something. All these fees certainly do add up. And now we're going to go pick up the car, put the new crappy plates on it, and we should be good to go. Well, 10:30, it's now like 3 o'clock, and it's finally registered. Needs a good clean. It's got a few little dings. Alright, so we picked it up from the mechanic. I got back, I put the plates on it. Only a few things left to do. Gear knob decided to not play along, so that's come off. I've got to put a new indicator stalk on, remove this airbag and all the rest. Put a new indicator stalk on. I've got an O2 sensor. I've got to pop that bad boy in. O2 sensor, there we go. Then I've got to put on an indicator stalk, which lives on this side. One of these ones. They're not expensive, but it's just such a headache to put it on. So that's going to be my challenge today. Did I get the right one? Looks okay. Don't know what this auto business is. As long as it works. Okay. So that's got to go in. A little ribbon there. Got to do oil change. Check all the fluids. Put some fresh petrol in it. And put the diagnostic tool on it, scan it, and all that sort of stuff. But the reason I decided to just clean this car up is because it's kind of got everything. It's got the cradle, it's got the reversing camera, the GPS, and it's got the sign writing. Sign writing will survive. Got a few little spiders there too. It's always got to take a couple of little friends with you when you go do a job. It's got the mounts for the WD-40. It's got the bench with the perspex so that the brass doesn't sink in. Electricals are in. We've got the side door sliding toolboxes coming out from the side door. We've got a little bit of racking there, which is quite handy. Shelving there, and the window grills so people don't smash it. Wire electricals. So to do all this is, you know, there's another week plus the money. So that's why it's already got sign writing. It's already got the shelving. The rest of it's just mechanical, tidying up mechanical, bringing it back to life. That's why I decided to keep it, because you can always just register it and get it running again. Who would have thought $3,000 to get it registered? But I mean, look at this. You know, they're still new. They're still good. You know, I need to take that edge off, but it's still good. Sure, it's old, but it's just a car. Run around, do a couple of quick lockouts, do a couple of quick change combos. That's what it's for. Anyway, leave your comments down below. What do you think of my registration battles? And 5 hours. Maybe I'll spray the tyres and make them look nice. But yeah, it's finally registered again. A few little touch-ups and it's good. It's a lot better than paying $30,000 for a, you know, a vehicle that might or might not be used for a long time. Who knows? That's the thing with staff. Better to start on a car like this, keep the costs down, make sure they can drive, make sure everything's good before investing bigger dollars. Alright, thanks for watching.